When WeAct approached ICES about doing a media training, we consulted with many people and said, what's the best way to do this? This is our goal. What's the best way? Is it really to do training of media? And the feedback we got and the answer we got was maybe a strategy we can try is to bring in columnists who are interested in these issues but don't have the information, don't have the connections to the grassroots in the Mindanao and to people to be able to give them information, and bring them together for a table dialogue where women can say these are our issues from different perspectives. So each of you were invited for a different perspective.
Journalist in Mindanao since 1994. After attending course at the Mindanao Peace Building Institute way back in 2001, that's where I began to commit myself to covering peace building issues, conflict sensitive, and in 2006, our small organization called Mindanao Women Writers Incorporated had a check with ICES, Women Making Airwaves for Peace, engendering conflict-sensitive coverage through community radio.
I started as a human rights worker. We part of the group that established the very first NGO that catered to the displaced families due to militarization in the 80s. Now, as a consultant to the Office of the Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process. But on the side, I continue, and it's really, my work with OCAP now is for social mobilization, maintaining and continuing the relationship and mobilizing the civil society. I continue to do all the engagements of the different armed parties and the stakeholders in Manila.
So we're a small emerging Muslim young feminists based in Manila because we see that there's a lack of Muslim feminists here in Manila. And second, I am a writer of the OPAC Communications Group.
Resolution is Nur Salam, but I just want to share with you what is Nur Salam. Nur Salam is a national network of Alimat. Alimat means, this is an Arabic term which means Arabic learned people. And we are peace advocates, women leaders, and civil society organization.
This dialogue is meant to provide a platform for a conversation between the media and Mindanao women whose participation in the peace process is under-recognized. This under-recognition, we believe, diminishes the women's potential to contribute meaningfully to a just, inclusive, and durable peace. We also believe that any lasting peace, in order to work and to profoundly and positively impact the lives of the people, requires the full participation of 50% of the population. Those are the women. So this morning, we at ICES International and WeAct are happy to have all of you at this dialogue where we hope to bring the discourse on peace to a different level.
Women Engaged in Action on 1325. It is a network of human rights, peace, and women's organizations that lobbied the Philippine government in passing the National Action Plan on UNSCR 1325 on women, peace, and security. And since its adoption, the network has been the main civil society task force, which assists the Philippine government in implementing the said action plan. Currently, our secretariat is the Center for Peace Education of Miriam College, and ICES International is one of our members.
The women told us that if ever we reporters get to the remote barangays, we stay for a short while, interview as many as we could and leave, and then they hear nothing from us. They told us again that we focus on the sensational bits. Their stories seldom make it to the evening news and front pages of even local dailies. much more in the opinion pages of national newspapers. The grassroots women of Mindanao, who are in the lower ranks of peace building, are saying, put us also into the panorama of peace building efforts. We have experiences which are untold narratives.
Women actually became the faces of the effect of poverty, of the lack of sustainable peace and development in the South. We still suffer the same poverty incidents in the metro, earning like sometimes the most 150 a day. Through the Young More Professionals Network also, we try to do peace advocacies and awareness on different issues. Like for example, we've heard last year of this issue on discriminating women wearing hijab, and we also try to push the advocacy of religious tolerance, acceptance of our diversity, because in the quest for lasting peace, you don't only try to resolve armed conflict or focus on the peace process, because there are a lot of causes of unpeace, and one of that is discrimination.
Women have roles to play also, and they are really potent forces of transforming societies and even transforming their lives. Pero hindi yan na-document, hindi yan na bibigyan ng pansin, hindi nakikita at hindi binibigyan ng proper recognition. Plus the fact na mas marami sanang official and formal structures and processes where they can really be more represented, where they can really participate. We are very glad that even the parties in conflict right now have recognized this. We have more women in the table now, in the negotiating tables.
Masakit, pero we have to prefer to leave our locality kaysa matamaan kami ng bomba. Ang affected doon is mga kababaihan, mga bata. Ako mismo, na-experience ko, nahinto ako sa pag-aaral. After 2 years, umuwi kami ng walang bahay, nasurog ang bahay namin. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, I have to continue my studies. Kasi kung ganito ako, ano na yung kinabukasan ng magiging anak ko, anong meron ako. Babae ako, marami akong role. And I believe, Anmar ato khairu min alfi rajulin ghaira salih. A woman, a good woman is better than 1,000 man misguided.
Nakatapos ka ng college?
Opo, nagtuturo po ako ngayon sa public school.
Saan? Anong school ka nakatapos?
NDU, Notre Dame University of Cotabato City.
Notre Dame?
Opo.
Okay. Sino ang nag-support sa'yo sa school?
Kuan po, nanay ko at saka ako, nagtitinda rin ako ng kanin.
Can you say that now your life has become better?
Yes.
Not bitter, but better.
Yes.
Since
I'm
2002.
bitter. Yeah.
You yourself recognize na ang nabebenta ay yung mga sensational na balita. How do we change, or how do we transition to this attitude na kailangan i-cover namin?
And how can we women in media better raise the profile of Mindanao women?